reports.
Speaking to local media in Johannesburg, President Cyril Ramaphosa confirmed he held a telephone conversation with President Mutharika to address the crisis. According to Ramaphosa, during the call, the Malawian leader affirmed his government's commitment to bringing home citizens who wish to leave South Africa. In return, President Ramaphosa guaranteed that all undocumented Malawians opting for voluntary repatriation would be allowed to depart peacefully with official South African government support. The two heads of state are scheduling a formal meeting in the near future and discuss long-term immigration issue.
And I spoke to the president of Malawi just a few days ago, and he said to me, we understand the challenge and the problems that you are facing, and we are with you, and we are there to support you, and we will work with your government to enable those who want to leave and those who may be undocumented to leave peacefully. And that is a commitment I gave him, and I had a very good exchange with President Mutharika on the telephone. And we have also said that we are going to have time to meet. Now my envoys are going to be leaving to various countries on the continent to deal specifically.
Currently, the Malawi government has heightened efforts to repatriate over 10,000 Malawians home following the attacks. Chisomo Break, MBC News, Blantyre.
Government has urged Malawians to take responsibility for waste management and sanitation as part of efforts to promote public health and national development. Minister of Local Government Benny Piri made the call in Lilongwe during the launch of the Executive Order Number 2 of 2026 on sanitation and hygiene in public places. More in this report compiled by Wanangwa Mvalo, but
we are having those projects, but at the end of the day, the environment is being depleted. So there needs to be that balance where we are developing as a country, but also we are protecting the environment. It's not just about growing trees, but using sustainable ways of development projects, and that's what exactly this workshop was about.
Thank you very much, Kumbo.
Thank you.
Now, Malawi Broadcasting Corporation MBC has assured Parliament that it is going in the right direction in modernizing its services and equipment in order to reach out to all Malawians with the quality broadcasting services. Director General for MBC, Brian Banda, told the Parliament Committee on Media, Communication and Information that MBC is doing this to keep up with modern broadcasting standards around the world. Details in this report.
Director General of the Malawi Broadcasting Corporation MBC, Brian Banda, told the Media, Communication and Information Committee of Parliament that in order to comply with Access to Information ATI law, the corporation has developed an ATI manual. It has developed an ATI portal on its website, besides setting aside 8 million kwacha for various activities related to the ATI. On the progress made on the implementation of the National Digitalization Policy, he said MBC has introduced an application which enables the public to access MBC TV 1 and 2 as well as MBC Radio 1 and MBC Radio 2 on mobile phones. Outlining MBC's plans, Banda said among them are introducing a combo radio studio, digitalizing data which was stored in old formats, having a central data center for easy recovery in times of disasters, and acquiring technologically advanced broadcasting equipment. He, however, lamented limited finances, high cost of adapting to new broadcasting technologies, and insufficient storage capacity as some of the challenges for MBC to achieve its plans. Banda then appealed to the committee to help the institution to achieve its aspirations. This is what he later said.
The impact is going to be huge. We have talked of digitalizing and modernizing our studios, and when that is done, we'll be able to do what we are calling combo broadcasting.
On the outcome of the interface, chairperson of the media
us live to give us details. Good afternoon, Patrick. Patrick, what is the reaction of employees upon this surprise visit by the Director General of MBC at Area 4? And going forward, what do you think will happen?
Surprise visit
to Area 4 Studios in Lilongwe. He came around 7:15 in the morning. It was a surprise visit. Nobody expected it. As usual, when he's coming to engage staff members, it is announced that maybe he's coming at 9, but this time around by 7, he was already here. Other members were not yet in, so it came as a surprise. So he said he was on a mission to observe the punctuality of members of staff here at MPC Area 4 Studios. That's why he came early to see at what time people come into the office. You know, government set 7:30 in the morning as the time when members of staff for public offices are supposed to report for duties. So Brian Banda came to see for himself. So in an interview, he said he wants a dedicated team of members of staff because this is the only way members of staff at MPC can appreciate what government is doing by providing a subvention to the organization. Many members were surprised. They didn't expect it. And going forward, the Director General said they are trying to set up a system whereby members who come to the office will log in at the time they come, and they also log out when they go on. Let's say they are logging off. This is just to ensure that people are coming at the right time, and also to ensure that people are logging off at the right time. I think this has been a wake-up call to MPC staff here at Area 4 because it is something that nobody expected. So it's a wake-up call. Moving forward, I think people who jug up and begin to get to work at the right time.
Thank you very much, Patrick. You are watching the lunch edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories. President Mutharika engages South African President Cyril Ramaphosa on attacks against foreign nationals. Government agencies interacting with Malawians repatriated from South Africa as they await further redeployment to their respective local destinations. Over 5,000 women stand to benefit from the multi-million kwacha partnership between UN Women and EcoBank. Welcome back to MBC News. About
free loans up to the value of the equivalent of $50,000, but even beyond that, with flexible collateral requirements, with flexible repayment structures, and affordable interest rates on your facilities.
Through its Elevate program, EcoBank has so far reached out to 110,000 women in 38 African countries with a total sum of $800 million. Trust Office, MPC News, Lilongwe.
Still in business, the National Bank of Malawi, NBM, has unveiled its new online banking platform, BankNet 360, aimed at enhancing digital banking services and improving customer convenience. Speaking during a press briefing in Blantyre on Wednesday, National Bank's manager for mobile and money services, Enala Chirwa, said the platform offers a range of banking solutions designed to meet the evolving needs of customers in digital society. She said the bank's goal is to ensure that every customer can confidently use the benefit from the new platform. Our reporter Edith Kaira spoke to Chirwa.
So today we are unveiling our new BankNet 360 platform.